Bruce, we are live from the NFL Combine.
From the Combine.
If you guys cannot tell, we are in the same hotel room, right next to each other, but not next to each other because we need our own personal space. Because we got a lot of stuff here. We got a lot of technology.
We didn't close the
door. That's okay. We need the cool breeze coming in from in there. They can see the flag back there. They understand.
Back here, our producer's back here. What up?
Richie's back there.
Richie's back there.
Doing things in the background as he does. So, Bruce, we are in Indianapolis for the 2022 NFL Scouting Combine. We broke some news today. We talked to a lot of prospects. Richie and I talked to the head coaches
and GMs in the last 2 days.
So there's plenty of action that we have to discuss. But, Bruce, this is your first live.
So I totally messed up already. I already messed up.
What did you do?
I was our producer didn't let me know that my mic was still muted.
I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you.
Probably,
Luckily, they could probably hear you from yours.
It was muted, so I was like,
You know what?
a lot of things are going on right now. I don't know if you guys.
There's only so much.
I am running on fumes.
There's only so much we can
We're
actually
doing a
do.
show in a hotel room.
We're struggling.
We're struggling.
Let's just put it that way. But Bruce,
Yes, sir.
this is your first live sports reporting.
Uh-huh.
So before we dive into anything specifically, tell everybody what it was like today. You have a little bit more of a fresh perspective than me and Richie.
That's fair. That's fair.
Tuesday.
So
give them a little rundown of what it's like, and describe the room, everything from start to finish today.
real thing, real talk. So as soon as I walked in, you felt the energy. You felt right away people working their asses off. By the way, first of all, like getting this, as soon as like the woman that asked me, she's like, "Oh, what company do you work for? What agency? Do you remember what it was?
What media
outlet? What
Yeah.
media organization do you work for?" As soon as I was able to say Third Down Thursdays and get this bad boy, the fuck,
It's very cool.
he got it too.
We all got one.
No,
Mine
his
But
says
yes.
Primetime Sports, but obviously,
But still, it's very cool to
it's-
have on
we were
a badge
able.
that says NFL Media.
Right, we were able to get Third Down Thursdays legit credentials from the NFL Combine. Woo is right. But no, it was really cool. The experience to walk in to talk to the person and be like, "Hey, my name is Bruce. Can I please have my credentials? Blah blah blah." And then I say Third Down Thursdays. She's like, "Oh, okay, hold on 1 second." She walks over and types on a computer. And then she's like, "Excuse me." And grabs it, and then she gives me it, and she's like, "You can put the lanyard on yourself." And I immediately saw it, and then I was like, "Holy shit! I have to put it out there." I totally bragged. I bragged. I'm cool with saying it.
You pulled it out the camera right away.
100%. Shit.
Yeah, you did.
Which I don't blame you.
5 minutes.
Right. Why the fuck not? I should brag about it. How often is it that some rinky-dink bullshit thing for 2 years has all of a sudden been given the opportunity to be at the NFL Combine?
It's a little rare. What a Karen.
Rinky-dink. Rinky-dinky fucking shit. What a Karen. I agree.
But before we
live in the hotel room. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you to everybody for watching. We love the support from everybody who's been following along the journey. So make sure you follow. Make sure you got those notifications on.
100%.
At home. But we do have some news. We want to go.
Do we want to go there? You want to break it right away? You want to just see? So this is live shit. So basically, when we're at home and stuff like that, we have the headphones
normally
on.
Richie's in our ears. Instead of right there.
We hear this shit in our ears. So now you guys are hearing it.
Hear my annoying ass voice.
Yes.
So now you're hearing it live to talk about. But no, in all seriousness, though, I'm going to expand a little bit more on.
Oh yeah, sorry, I interrupted.
No, you're good. You're good.
No,
You're excited. You're excited.
Well, it's been quite the day. So yes, continue.
Agree.
I can plug my goddamn cord for my charger.
Sorry.
We have a really good producer, guys.
This is our
He's
producer.
really top of the line. I even offered him another opportunity today, so we're really proud of Richie.
You look very professional, by the way. Well, real quick, you look professional when
Thank you.
like your attire and stuff like
I
that.
was wearing a tie yesterday and the day before the moment.
You're wearing a tie with skinny jeans, okay,
Hold up.
and a Vans belt that keeps getting.
He's
the
standing
security
up behind
sent
me.
off.
He's standing. He's standing behind me now.
Okay, real quick story.
No.
We have to go through a specific set of security because there's two ways you can get into the interviewing room.
Okay,
with
so
prospects,
it's really creepy that you're standing behind me, by the way.
and one of them,
Like I see moves, I see fucking Richie,
One
I
of
see
them,
fucking
Richie kept
ponytails.
setting off
God bless it.
the metal detector. And at one of the locations, they made him take off his belt to go through again. At
Take
one
off
of
your
them,
take off
I know.
take it
at one
all
of
out.
them,
Take
they
it all
didn't.
out.
And so we had to go through a specific set of security every single time that Richie's there, so his stupid Vans belt doesn't set off.
His Vans belt, you fucking emo ass motherfucker.
Hey, listen, it's not my fault that Vans make quality metal. Okay, I don't.
It kind of is your fault that you're wearing it, though.
It's a nice.
Anyway,
belt.
Bruce, we keep interrupting you. You're describing, the combine experience.
Wow.
Continue with that.
He pulled up a
Continue
chair.
with that.
And
He did pull up.
everything.
We appreciate that.
All
But
right.
continue with your description.
Wait.
Gotta grab the headphones. Got it. All right. So real quick. So continuing with what I was saying. So walking into everything after I got the credentials and whatnot, into the actual convention area or the work area as it's called. Holy shit, by the way. Like you have the best of the best beat guys that are you can possibly imagine in there. And as a fan of sports, as a fan of football especially, I walked in there and I was like, damn, dude, these guys are just fucking getting it. They were getting it, dude.
Going to town.
100%. Like I was watching. All right, so I'm a little fishy, or not fishy. Excuse me, fishy. I'm a little. Wow. No, I'm a little bit nosy. And as I walked, by the way, thank you NFL for providing us some fucking stale ass bread as my producer.
Stale goddamn bagels. 2 days in a row. Come on, Roger.
I had to. Roger, what are you doing?
Give me some bagel.
Now I know why Dave Portnoy wants to fucking say some shit to you guys. By the way, hi Barstool. But anyway, as I digress. But the food was actually pretty decent. But as I was walking to get some food, I was looking at some of the reporters as they were working on their shit, and holy crap, they're just sitting there fucking like dived directly into their laptops, directly into whatever they're working on. And honestly, I loved it. I thought it was like, damn, this is like the stuff that you don't see. You just want to bitch at them and talk shit to them when they say something you disagree with. But these motherfuckers are getting after it. These guys are like the ones that are out there trying to talk about our teams. So
and I will say, and Richie can attest to this as well, even in the small amount of work that we've been doing, I've written a couple articles a day. Richie and I have done a couple videos. We get clips from the interviews and stuff like that. Richie and I have probably spent, 6+ hours a day interviewing. And then there's probably another 3 or 4 hours a day that you're spent actually producing content related to the interviews you get. So, I mean, we've been working not to flex or anything, but just to kind of describe what it's like.
So is that the cool?
Is
that the cool thing?
Kind of. We've been working like 10 hours a day to
Yeah,
do this. So if Richie and I look a little tired, we got that. Bruce is he's the fresh reinforcement.
Hey, I just got I woke up super. I walked the dogs
And
this
you were
morning.
still late.
True. My garage door wouldn't close.
So,
Like,
Dane, why is it your fault?
yes, my wife. What are you doing?
All right, but continue. You get to the room, to the media room.
Okay, so the media room. So you walk in, and before you actually
All right,
get,
hold on. This
Oh,
person
no.
admires true. Okay.
here we go.
So
Sorry,
all I
guys.
have to say is you're never doing dishes again.
Don't worry about it.
Can I continue? Anyway, see, this is what happens when we're all together in the same room. Anyway, so you walk into the area in which the players are brought into. The first thing you see, though, is the media row, or excuse me, the radio row. Fucking cool as shit. I actually was like, yeah, let's try it. Why not? Why not us? Why not us? We wouldn't have gotten accepted, but why not? Shit, I would have done it. We walked in. The first thing you see is radio row. After that, you see the bench press area. And by the way, I'm going to post this. This is some fucking news. I'm going to be on that fucking stage tomorrow, repping at least one. I can do more. We all know this. But I'm going to be at least repping one for fucking content for our shit. Watch.
So if you see on Twitter that Richie and I had to bail Bruce out of jail,
It's going to happen.
you know why? Because it's not that what he would do there is illegal, because it's not inherently illegal to go over the little barrier and go, about 1-225. But what's illegal would be the assault of Bruce on the security guards afterwards when they try to take him away.
I'm just saying.
That's the situation that's going to play out. So when you see us at the county courthouse, whatever, tomorrow. Anyway, Bruce, you walk past the bench press.
Yeah, after the bench press, you walk into the back area, and what was actually pretty cool was, though, they ended up having some high school students in that area, and I was immediately brought back to like, oh shit, I got work, like work, and no,
We saw them coming in.
True, right, that's true. We didn't see them coming into the building when we walked in. High school football players were walking in, bust in, which is a pretty badass experience if you ask me. I never saw something like that when I was in high school as a football player. Like, I would love to see that. But that being said, though, we walked around them, and immediately, as soon as you walked in, you see the stage that was taken apart, and I wish I would have been there, motherfuckers. The NFL Network stage was taken apart before I got there. I wish I could have taken a picture.
Literally like 30 minutes before that. In the time it took Richie and I to go get Bruce, get him his credential, and go downstairs, they took apart the NFL Network stage after Richie and I had already taken a picture. Honestly, probably because they saw us taking pictures on the set.
I don't blame them.
Would be my guess. Because they're like, we don't want everybody else coming up here to take pictures.
The pretty guy wasn't there.
I'm gonna let you continue.
Anyway. So anyway, as I was saying, though, you immediately walked in, you saw the stage for the NFL Network, the temporary stage for the NFL Network, and then after that, seeing the areas or the podiums for the players. Awesome. It was really cool. If you guys don't follow me on Twitch or follow me on Twitter or follow me on Instagram, one Bruce Bruce, or at Coach Bruce _ TDT. I posted all the content on there and asking Ty Chandler, running back for North Carolina, who said he is one, or who was rumored to be, he didn't actually say it, rumored to be the fastest player in this draft at the 40. While I don't necessarily believe that, I was cool with it. I was cool with hearing it. It was really nice. I ended up asking him.
He was really confident.
Right.
He was
right.
He is very speedy.
Right. And he's a North Carolina guy. I'm a Trubisky guy. I was a Trubisky guy, and like talking. Yeah,
we'll get to that.
We'll get to this. We're gonna get to this. We're gonna get to this. We heard a lot of stuff, by the way. It was really fun.
We have plenty of news to break and things like that. We'll get to that.
Right.
So don't worry.
But no, it was cool to talk to him, ask him that like one random question. By the way, the one guy that was talking there, he was a legit media guy, blonde dude. He was like, yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, Richie and I know exactly who that is because I looked at Richie yesterday and I was like, I know that guy's voice. I still don't know who it is.
I looked at him immediately. I'm like, this motherfucker right here.
Bills logo on the shirt, right?
No, he didn't have Bills. No, he had nothing. Like, he just had.
No, it was the guy with the blonde hair, slicked back that I said to you yesterday. I'm like, Richie, who's? Oh, I know this guy's voice. I have no clue who he is still.
I'm like, this motherfucker.
I'm like, I've heard his voice. I think he's a radio guy or something.
Nah, sounds good.
But I'm like, he definitely has a face for radio. Anyway.
Well, I have a face for radio.
We all do.
I have a voice for radio too. No, I don't. Not at all.
Wait.
You mean some of that smooth jazz?
Smooth
jazz.
Smooth jazz.
From the,
coming.
slippery noodle inn. From the slippery noodle inn in Indianapolis, Indiana.
The slippery noodle.
Coach Bruce and MJ Hurley with some of that smooth jazz. Anyway.
By the way, a quick shout out though to Slippery Noodle. Like,
Yes, the
they
Slippery
were
Noodle,
awesome.
Fantastic bartender. One of the best triple decker club sandwiches that I've ever had in my life. Can't say I've
Really,
ever
I
had
didn't.
one.
I didn't have that.
It was very good. Great service.
You said the bacon on it though.
The
Was
bacon
legit.
on this club sandwich, I kid you not, was there. You could still see the grease.
See, you would hear. I would hear
It was
this.
still-
Like you hear that shit in the background. You got.
It was still like fresh off of the griddle. It was beautiful.
We're getting this with timeline here.
What's our timeline? There is no timeline.
We're okay. He wants us to like more efficiently work through the timeline from this
jumping
afternoon.
ahead.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Bruce,
I had a great
you had
burger, by the way.
first question.
Very generous with the shot that they gave us. Had to say
Yeah,
that.
that was.
Had to
that
say
was-
that.
That was a stiff pour.
Yeah, I was had to have a water. Had to have a water. Anyway, so after the first question, it was cool. Went on, ended up talking to Dees. I think it was I believe his name was Dees. Oh man, it's gonna be bad. See, you would think I would know this stuff as a person that
No.
sorry. Anyway, he's such a dick. No, excuse me, not Dees. These nuts. I was waiting for them to hear it. Say so. I was hoping.
I was waiting for that.
Neither
I
one
was
of you
not
got
gonna
it.
say-
Neither
I knew-
one of
I knew
you.
exactly what you were trying to do. And I was not going to say a word.
Anyway, but no, all seriousness. So I ended up talking to Brees Hall.
Yes.
I was hoping that someone and Damian Pierce. Damian Pierce was actually pretty cool. He was a little bit more of my style type of running back. He was actually clocked at the Senior Bowl, who we actually have credentials to still to this day for 2 years straight.
Correct. Back-to-back
Back-to-back
years credentialed at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
We're not able to go this year because of logistics, but hopefully we'll be able to go next year with some planning. We should actually, plan ahead that we know we can be there.
That's also during basketball season too.
Okay,
For
I
me,
don't care.
it's very difficult.
I do
Okay, I don't care. I do not care. Look at me.
I care.
Does this face look like I care?
Oh, she
What did you do?
highlighted the wifey's. You like jazz? Yeah, I like jazz.
Yeah.
Of course I like jazz. Hold on, So the fact that the wifey said, yes, of course I like jazz. I'm gonna call her out on this. Yes, I like jazz.
Oh,
I
hot
love you.
takes here.
Anyway,
Love you, honey.
I love you.
Talking about that, let's keep rolling.
Smooth jazz. Anyway, I actually like that being said though, being that guy, being that meathead type of player, person, fucking even
Wait, hold on. Breaking news.
what?
Ohio State wide receiver Chris Olave just ran a 4.26 40.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Chicago Bears, go get him.
Well, he has met with the Green Bay Packers.
He met with the Bears too. He did meet with the Bears.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Well, he did meet with the Packers.
Go get him.
So
Have Mooney and him. Was he 6 feet, 6'2"?
So you realize he's going to go in the first round, and you
Now-
don't have a first round draft pick.
now
He
he's
was always going to go in the first
No,
round.
he wasn't. He was
Yes, he was. He was a projected
was.
first round draft pick.
Uh,
Wow, 4.26.
4.26.
That is blazing.
Yeah, it
speed.
And
is.
he's like
Blazing speed.
Yes, he
He's
is.
a big guy.
Damn
Guy,
it.
too.
Yes,
He's a big guy.
It's slow.
Wow.
Justin Fields tweeted.
Justin
out,
Fields tweeted out, "Sheesh." at
Yeah,
Chris Olave.
that doesn't surprise me. He should tweet out like that.
It's
It's
unofficial.
unofficial, but still, oh my gosh. Also,
Going to the
Cincinnati
Colts.
quarterback with a 4.49 40-yard dash. That's fast for a quarterback, though. For a quarterback,
No, I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on.
you're still stuck on
Olave.
4.26.
Yeah.
Wow. He doesn't even look like he's trying. That is
No.
incredible.
No.
Yeah, he's not falling to the Bears. He's not falling to the Packers.
He's
either.
not falling.
He's not falling at all.
He's not gonna fall.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, so just like
What were you talking about?
we're finishing up, to Richie's dismay, our discussion of what it was like for you today.
Oh, fair. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
then-
what it was like for me today? It was awesome. It was fun. It was the only thing. I just slammed into the mic. The one thing that I was legitimately disappointed in was the bench. Everyone opted out of it. All the wide receivers opted out of it, except I was getting. Thank you. Except for 2. And I think and not only that, to be honest with you, if you work out, if you do bench or if you fucking squat or anything like that, you like the plates like intertwined. Okay, this is a fucking huge pet peeve. NFL, I'm calling your asses out on this. Combine, I'm calling your asses out. Fucking revoke my shit. I don't fucking care, but I'm gonna call you out on it. But the fact of the matter is that you didn't have those interlocking. You have the interlocking plates. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, right? So there's interlocking plates. I'm gonna look at the camera. There's interlocking plates. So they don't go together like this. They go together like this, which is awesome. And honestly, like, doesn't mean anything. Doesn't do anything. It prevents the bounce. It prevents like sliding, whatever. Excuse me. The one side, they were interlocked. Awesome. I was like, dude, that's great. That's amazing, whatever. And I tweeted this out. So if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see this. But the other side, on the right side, you see them like this. Like this. Like, yeah, circle, hey. But not a fan. Absolutely brutal. Pissed me off. Like, I didn't like it. I'm sorry. But it was a good time. It was fun. I can't wait for tomorrow. I actually did ask the guy if I could bench there, and I actually gave the fucking dude an idea. He's like, I'm like, can I just like take a pic? I'm like, can I take a picture sitting on the bench? And he's like, well, the security, blah blah blah. There was no security there. I'm like, I'll jump over.
There was one security guard sitting on a chair near the entrance. No,
Right.
he wouldn't have even.
So I
seen
was
it.
like, I'll just jump over real quick and like just take one picture, one rep maybe. Tomorrow I'm gonna do one rep.
Okay. Richie
You
and I
gotta-
are going to be in
you
the
gotta
hall,
record
so
it.
we're not associated with you.
No, yours says
I don't know who you are.
prime time. That's fine, done. Yours says prime time, so you can record it and be like, this fucking idiot. Done.
True. I'll report it.
Done. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, you guys heard that. I'm going to do one rep tomorrow. That's my goal. One rep on 225.
He's gonna.
I'm totally gonna
not
fucking do
stop
it.
him.
I'm totally gonna fucking do it.
Oh my
Anyway.
gosh.
So
Okay.
no, honestly, it was actually really cool. It was fun. Yeah, no, I would never like this is cool. It's really, like I said, but seeing the reporters and seeing the media people that are involved in this, kudos to you guys. Like that's the main thing. Seeing like the hard work that goes on,
Yeah.
and like the beat guys and the beat people, and like seeing the beat people, but seeing even like the announcement, like we saw announcements of awards to people from the Athletic today, like. We sat in on
Pro
that
Football
shit.
Writers of America award show.
In the middle of that shit. Like they were like Kevin Fishbane from fucking down in like Chicago, or up in Chicago. Like he got an award. Like they talked about JD from the beat writer for the Bears from ESPN. Like God bless his soul. And like seeing that stuff as a fan of hearing these guys on the radio and like seeing them what they write. Holy shit, dude! Like when I saw this stuff, like, I was floored. This isn't me. Like Rob Dombrowski, like he was supposed to get a freaking award tonight too.
Yeah, I texted Rob and he's like, "Yeah, they announced the awards in December, so I already knew."
Yeah, but
and he already donated his
right.
check.
JD's son.
So he just didn't care about the piece of paper.
I don't know. I think it's absolutely amazing. Like the culture that they have created and the hard work that they do.
Hold on.
Love it. Oh, here we go.
Khalil Shakir.
Yes.
435.
Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah, fat boy.
That's really good.
That I would love. See, I would love that on the Bears. He's only 6 feet though, from what I recall.
Very nice. Let's see. We got Jake in the chat for Bruce. Alec Pierce to Chicago at 39. to be their X. Just ran a 4.33, 6'2", 211, 40.5.
100%. Numbers are awesome.
Those are some. That's gonna be a beautiful
Alec-
RAS
Oh,
score.
RAS
Alex Pierce,
score.
I would love to see that. I like that. Numbers wise, like I'm cool with that.
So Bruce, anything else about your first day at the combine?
No, that was it. That was it. Honestly, like I'm just super impressed with like how they do everything, and I just think that the NFL needs to improve, or Roger needs to improve on the bagels.
Yeah.
You didn't even have a bagel.
I didn't. I'm just helping out, Richie.
I had 2 bagels 2 days in a row.
Because I'm like, you didn't even.
And then I had
Neither of my bagels were stale.
And the buns for the sandwich were stale. Okay, Roger, you can do better.
All I'm saying though is
So many things. Beautiful.
I've had a great experience.
I need a beer.
You want one?
I got a beer.
Oh, fair.
So Bruce, you did leave out very important thing that did happen today.
Ooh, hold on, real quick. Touch on Alec Pierce real quick.
Yes.
Again, dude, 6'3". I will totally take a tall wide receiver. He's
Measured
actually
at 6'2",
6'2".
but yes.
Yeah, but well, he's listed at 6'3".
He measured at 6'2", so he's
Whatever.
6'3". He
Whatever.
measured.
I
Jake
know.
is giving you the official.
I see
measurement
Jake
for
giving
today.
it to me, but look, hey, the fact that dude's like he lurking pineapple, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But a 39-inch vertical at 6'2".
40 and a half.
40 and a half. Can you read, Bruce?
Pick 39 is where Jake is seeing the Bears taking him.
I'm okay with that.
40 and a half.
But I don't
inch
think.
vertical.
But I don't think. I think they're going to go offensive lineman. I think they're going to go offensive
I
lineman.
do agree.
Sorry, I don't mean to like just.
No, I do
I
agree.
think they're
Given
going offensive lineman.
given what I heard today, I
Everything
do.
that I've heard. Everything
Yeah.
that we heard today.
That's very much in line with.
They'll go
what was
offensive.
going on
They're going to go offensive lineman in the first round, second round, and then
Yeah.
I think they're going to end up after that.
With their
Then
first
and then they're going to end up addressing the wide receiver down the road. Anyway, all right. So that being said, what we have not talked about yet is
So today, Bruce and I heard from what we believe to be a trusted
credible.
source
Very credible.
in the NFL that there is indeed technically a price attached to a potential Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams trade. Now, to preface this, because this seems to be the biggest issue people have on Twitter, I will preface this with 2 things. Number one, the Packers are not trading Devontae Adams. This is not saying that Devontae Adams or Aaron Rodgers will be leaving Green Bay. This is saying if the Packers were to, in some alternate universe, trade one or both of them, these are the prices attached to that trade. And number 2, I'm well aware that technically a team cannot trade more than 3 of their first-round picks in a row. With that being said, the Denver Broncos are according to the pay, unwilling to pay 3 to 4 first-round picks for Aaron Rodgers in a tag and trade situation. One first-round pick for Devontae Adams. Essentially saying he was leaving Green Bay anyway to go be in Denver. Rodgers signed a franchise tag with Packers giving them 1 first-round pick in the deal for him. So Bruce and I were told that this is a price the Denver Broncos are unwilling to pay. Again, the belief is around the league that Aaron Rodgers is staying. He wants to stay. The Packers want him to stay. But this is pretty much saying, the Denver Broncos believe this would be the price they would have to pay, and that's something they're unwilling to pay because most likely, Bruce, and you can touch on this, there would probably also still be players attached to that deal, given, back-to-back NFL MVP. You're not just going to give up 3 to 4 first-round picks because a Matthew Stafford deal started with 3 first-round picks. So that's what we heard today. A lot of fun at the NFL Combine. Bruce, any comments you got to add on?
No, you covered it very well. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, the fact that you and I both stopped in our tracks, quite literally, when we heard about this, as a Bears fan, dude, that'd be fucking awesome. Please leave. Please. Denver, please. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen because Aaron Rodgers.
They don't want to do it. No, they don't want to do it. But at the same time, though, maybe Aaron Rodgers wants to get some zen in the mountains and have his 12-day cycle type thing, whatever that he wants to do.
His little cleanse.
Yeah, and do it out there in the mountains where you can see some snow, where you can see some, pine trees and all that. I don't know. Anyway, it's gonna happen. No, as a Bears fan, and I even told you guys this. I'm sorry, I didn't exactly listen to 100% what you were saying because I was
That's
talking
okay.
to Richie too. Richie was trying to tell me something on his phone, but dude, I feel bad for you guys. I feel bad for Packer fans, man, because and why do I feel bad for them? I'm gonna get shit for that statement right there.
Do you feel bad for Packers fans?
Because I do because y'all you're being fucking strung along right now by a fucking prima donna, 100%. And I'll be honest with you, if I were a Packer fan, bye. I don't want you guys. Get the fuck out. And if I were the Packers too, I would say we're texting over there. What do you got there?
No, somebody asked if I was trying to become an agent. I said no.
Oh, why would you want to?
I could do it.
I don't want to.
Why would you want to?
I wouldn't enjoy it personally. I personally wouldn't enjoy it, but that's.
I personally wouldn't enjoy it, but that's.
Can I be your agent? Can I be your agent?
Sure.
Wow.
Sure.
I would trust you to be.
I would trust you to be my
That's probably
agent.
true.
It's probably a bad idea.
It's probably a bad idea.
Oh,
but
I
would do it.
would totally put you in great positions.
Uh,
I'd be Richie's
however,
agent.
so-
another thing
I will say, and this is something that I've
Richie.
loosely alluded to online, but I've never officially said this. So we're gonna break some more news here on Thursday. Something I told you earlier. I told Richie earlier this week as well. The belief is that Rodgers will return to Green Bay. Now, what does that look like? Most likely, that's going to look like a 2-year deal with the potential for an opt-out after next year. Pretty much Aaron Rodgers is going to follow what Tom Brady did at the end of his career, kind of what LeBron and some of the NBA stars do, where they sign the one-and-one deals, they have a player option. At least for the foreseeable future, the expectation is Rodgers wants the ability to have an out after every year, just in case he wants to get out. However, the biggest thing is the dollar amount. And according to what I've heard, this can change. The best offer Green Bay had on the deal was 2 years, $47 million a year. That was the best offer that Green Bay was able to give.
Really?
Rodgers.
So you're breaking this?
Yes, I am.
So is this something that you've heard from good sources?
Yes.
So this is something that hasn't been put out there.
Correct. And this is if everything cap-wise goes perfectly for the Packers on every other front, that's the most money they could/would be willing to give Aaron Rodgers as of a few days ago.
So do you remember when I was saying to you earlier that the Colts could give him more money?
Yes.
Steelers could give him more money.
Oh, there are a lot of teams that could give Aaron Rodgers more money.
Okay.
So that's why I do think there's the report from Diana Rossini, which I didn't love. I don't think it's just about Aaron Rodgers being the highest paid player in the NFL, because if he did, like you just said, Bruce, he would not be staying in Green Bay.
No.
There are plenty of other places Rodgers could go to get just ludicrous amounts of money. Luda. But he doesn't want to do that because Aaron Rodgers does care about his reputation. He does care about his image. And part of that is the championship. And so obviously there's the ego behind being one of the best paid players in the NFL. But there's also the fact that if he wins another ring, that puts him in even greater company than he's in right now. Right now, he's in active company with Matthew Stafford, which no disrespect to Matthew Stafford, I really enjoyed. But
oh my God, this is gold. That's breaking news right there, guys. The fact that you heard him say that shit, that'd be something me fucking talking shit to him about. And the fact that he's not wrong.
I'll say it.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Right.
But holy shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So again, as of what I heard a few days ago, in an ideal world, best case scenario, Packers, the most they're willing to offer is 2 years, $47 million a year. And you know, that puts him above Patrick Mahomes. That puts him at the highest paid player in NFL history. And they would do so in a way that would probably still limit his cap hit to about a max of $20 million this year. So it would still be much better than his current cap hit of about $46 million. He's not set to earn $46 million this year, but because of the moves they made restructuring last year, his cap hit is massive. and ridiculous. So a lot of Aaron Rodgers news today, and it can
Is there-
get blown way out of proportion. At the end of the day, he's coming back to the Packers, and their team is going to look really similar to what it looked like last year. So there's going to be a lot of discussion.
If he doesn't come back to the
Really
Packers,
for
if he doesn't come back to the Packers, it's not good. But I will say this: so earlier today, when we were at Luca, you know what I'm going to say.
I know where this is going, and I'm going to mute myself real quick just to compose myself. Take a drink of water.
Well, earlier today, you guys, as soon as we were talking about the Aaron Rodgers situation and stuff like that, honestly, God, as a Bears fan, I am fucking tired of hearing about it. As much as I felt bad for Packer fans, excuse me, during the course of this whole situation, dude, I am so okay with Tom Brady being like, guys, I'm back. Because you know what? I don't want to fucking hear about Aaron Rodgers hipster fucking my feet are dirty. I'm wearing a fucking whatever. Shut up.
Shitting his brains out.
Yeah, taking a dump all the fucking time, having your fucking juice cleanse that caused you to fucking poop in a fucking banana hammock or some shit. Shut up. Cut that. But it I'm so tired of that shit. Cool, you wear sandals, you have a fucking banana hammock, you fucking poop in your fucking pants, and you fucking take some. I'm sorry. I'd much rather hear Tom Brady talk about fucking TB12 and having strawberries or something like that, and fucking sleeping in a hyperbaric chamber and talk. I'd rather hear that as just a pure football fan, because it's just tiring to hear the idiocracies of Aaron Rodgers. And mind you, the fact I do he's on McAfee. I like McAfee. I think McAfee's fucking awesome. And also, MJ, we talked about this earlier in the year. I was okay with what he was talking about on fucking McAfee's show. I was like, you know what? He's articulating himself well. He's presenting things that are, yes, controversial. However, he's not, fucking cuckoo bananas. And then he went over the edge with his whole cleanse.
And then he did go a little cuckoo bananas.
And then he pooped his pants in his banana hammock.
Banana hammock.
Got it. I don't know, man. Dude.
And I
want to hear
Richie.
I want to hear Tom Brady. I want to hear Tom Brady.
Richie and I don't inherently disagree with you. I don't want to hear Tom Brady. He can enjoy retirement, go golf in retirement.
I want to hear Tom Brady.
But Richie and I do agree. I've said for the last 2 years, I would have traded Aaron Rodgers. To this day, I would trade Aaron Rodgers.
Can I ask you a question?
Right now, I would trade
for Brady. If they offered Tom Brady for Aaron Rodgers right now.
No, because Bruce Arians said it would take 5 first-round picks for Tom Brady to leave. It's not going to leave. And it's 4 first-round. That's never going to happen. However, if you were to look at me in the eyes and say 4 first-round picks, Jerry Jeudy, and one of the good young defensive players on the Broncos for Aaron Rodgers, and probably Devontae Adams, I would look at you, shake your hand, look you in the eye, and say, yes, sir.
And as a Bears fan, I'd be like,
the Green Bay Packers would still win the NFC North.
I think it'd be close. I think it'd be very close. I didn't say no. I think it'd be very close.
And I've said the entire time, the last 2 years since all of this BS started, I would trade Aaron Rodgers, and I would be willing to eat the mediocrity for a couple years if it did happen. Because you want to know why? When Aaron Rodgers was first a starting quarterback,
I would
they
love
won
this.
6 games the first year. And so you're right.
Do you think Jordan Love? Yes, because you have 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks back to back. Who's ever had that in history?
I put this.
Who's ever had that? Who's ever had that in history?
49ers.
Yes. Right. It's funny you said once again, a situation where you and I fucking think the thing.
Yeah. Other than that, not really. But
nobody else.
What I've been saying the entire time is I would eat the mediocrity for a couple years if you're telling me that we could build a roster around Jordan Love where they would again be a perennial playoff contending team. And I do believe that can happen. A lot of people are making an incredible amount of judgments on Jordan Love when he's played a game and a half. And one of those games wasn't even told he was going to be the starter until Wednesday on a Sunday game. So, I mean,
I think that was on
Like a
purpose though.
half.
I think that was on purpose though.
You think Aaron Rodgers got COVID on purpose?
No. But I think there
He
are
tested
some.
positive Wednesday morning.
But I also no. What I'm saying though, I'm thinking the purposeful thing though is like him hearing that he's starting the day of a game.
Hold on.
No, he didn't. Hear he was
No, he didn't hear he was starting.
Oh yeah, my
He
fault.
knew for 3 days.
I was looking at
Yes, Richie.
Breaking news.
breaking news.
Taquan Ford, wide receiver. Just rolled.
Oh yeah, we saw that. No, someone already like.
Oh
posted
my
that.
gosh.
Posted that in the chat.
4.21. Okay, carry on.
4.21.
Is that Jake or Richie? Is that the official time? It's 4-2.
unofficial.
4-2-1
At
unofficial.
the moment, but SportsCenter tweeted it out 3 minutes ago.
That's insane.
That's ridiculous.
We could be watching that right now, but instead we're sitting in my hotel room.
Yeah, we'll be there soon. Don't worry, guys.
We'll be there shortly.
But to kind of wrap up all of the shut up, Richie. To wrap all of the Aaron Rodgers
Of course, you ran
discussion
track.
up,
Track is a great
I
fucking
would
sport.
trade him in a heartbeat. But at the same time, I'm more than happy to have him on my team. If I was running the Green Bay Packers, he would be gone. If I was Brian Gutekunst, I would have traded him. That's just the way my mind works. Jake's on the same page with me. There are a decent amount of Packers fans that I find it.
I like how you say Jake. No one knows who Jake is.
Lurking Pineapple.
Just call him Lurking Pineapple.
The majority of people in this chat do know who Jake is. So
Wow, I have no love in this chat.
okay, it's okay, Bruce. Don't worry. So I would trade Aaron Rodgers. I'm more than happy that he's on the team. And if you were to tell me that Jordan Love, after 2 years of mediocrity, is going to lead the Packers to perennial playoff contention, I would eat that in a heartbeat.
He's not going to.
No questions
He's not
asked.
going to.
And for the people who say shit like that,
He's not going to.
you don't know what you're talking about because you haven't actually seen him play a full season. I'm not going to make any judgment on any NFL quarterback
That's fair.
until you see him play a full season.
Okay.
And so
So your earlier statement. Hold on. This is the same guy that earlier said Justin Fields sucks to me.
But to be fair,
Oh, here we go.
he's played the majority of a full season, yes?
That's not full season. No, he only paid
Okay.
actually.
I was not saying Jordan Love will not be a good NFL quarterback. I'm saying right now Jordan Love is not good.
Thank you.
Right now Justin Fields is not good.
I'll say right now that Jordan Love sucks.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Packers are
He's
better.
a backup to Aaron Rodgers who barely touched the field. So I would
I'll say it
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
not good
Right
right
now, I'll go on record as saying.
but
that
I'm
Jordan Love
also
should
going to
be-
go on record
Yeah.
saying I trust the same scouting and talent department
That's fair.
that
That's
has found
fair.
a lot of other
That's fair.
good talent for the
That's
Packers.
fair. That's
So I
But-
operate under the idea
He's
that
so
until they
heated.
prove
He's
me
so
wrong.
heated right now. So heated.
How am I heated?
But until they prove
I
you wrong.
operate under the idea that until I'm proven wrong by the Packers scouting department,
Wrong by the Packers scouting department. I'm
going to operate under the idea that
going to operate under the idea that until the Bears prove me wrong,
they don't know what they're doing.
they don't know
Fair.
what they're doing.
That's just the way I'm operating.
That's just the way I'm operating.
And I've
And
seen
I
want Justin
I
Fields
want
to be
Fields
good.
to be
I
good.
want
Thank you.
Justin Love to go
Love
crazy.
to go crazy.
NFC
NFC North
for
is
the
next
next
10
years.
years.
So the Packers Bears rivalry that was alive and well when I was younger is actually alive and well again.
All I'm gonna say
It's
though,
not just boring.
if you look at some of the advanced metrics with Justin Fields, it's pretty good. His passing rate and stuff like that.
Oh, do you not remember when he got drafted? I said Jordan Love is here, Justin Fields is really good, and I really
You
hope the
did.
Bears don't ruin him.
Well, you know what though.
That's still how
I will say though, on the bright side, they got rid of that coaching staff.
think.
By the way, hold on, time out. We haven't had a show since fucking Matt Nagy was rehired by the Chiefs. Like I hope we have Chiefs fans. out
Didn't
there.
Ryan Pace get another job too?
I think you were
He did.
like the Saints or something.
No, not the Saints. It's the Falcons under
Yes.
under Phil Emery, who obviously used to work for the Bears as well. Go
That's
figure.
fantastic.
So in any case, though, I love this. I love the intensity that we always have for our respective teams. But
Oh, yeah.
I have to bring up something that we both are very animated about.
Oh boy.
And while we are, yes, at the NFL Combine and we're going to be live, yes, guys. Hey, just so you guys know, we're going to go live at the NFL Combine after our show is done. But I also want to bring this up. Major League Baseball.
Way to bring the mood down.
Shameful.
I'm sorry. I know.
Terrible.
Rob Manfred, you're a piece of shit. I'm gonna say it on here. I'm cool with it. Don't care. Come at me. You're not gonna fucking do jack shit. You're a fucking piece of shit. You're an idiot. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're laughing. You called the World Series trophy a piece of metal.
Scrap metal.
Scrap metal. Thank you. You're a fucking idiot. I'm going to keep saying it. The players are 100% correct, and I hope to God that they keep holding out until you fucking understand that you need to leave. And I would be a huge fan, and I'm advocate of this, of having Theo Epstein become the geez, why am I blanking right now? It was a good rant. It was a good rant until that point. The not president of operations, the fucking commissioner of baseball.
Yeah,
I like Theo. I like Theo Epstein. I think he does a very good job. The amount of equity that man can provide to the platform, and the fact that he built things from absolutely nothing, and he can bring the player perspective up to. I don't know. That's just my thoughts.
I think it was very clear to everyone involved that negotiations didn't actually start until 48 hours before the fake deadline Major League Baseball imposed themselves. So when you impose a fake deadline that requires you to cancel games,
you know why they canceled, right? That first series, they don't give a fuck about April. Just so you know.
Oh, I'm well aware.
They don't give a fuck about April. You know why? Because their northern markets don't fucking do well in April.
Right, because it's cold.
Exactly. So they canceled. They're like, who cares? You know what, though? Here's the thing. Players aren't going to call out any of their owners because they write the checks for them.
Right.
They're going to call out Manfred. And as much as I don't like him either, I'm going to fucking be the person to say this. The owners of these fucking teams that Manfred works for need to fucking stop being bitches too, and understand that fucking there's a lot more things at stake than any of this. What about the guys that are fucking selling hot dogs? What about the fucking guys that are fucking busting their ass, going up and down those stairs selling beers to my fucking dumbass? What about those guys that are the last people on the roster being like, fuck, dude? So I'm missing the first two series of the season, and I'm going to make a combined $20,000. Well, yes, that's a lot of money to me and you,
right?
Maybe not to them. So that being said, what are you doing? What's your goal here? Nothing. You're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. I'm tired of it. It's no, you're laughing.
No, he's laughing.
Another one.
No, he's laughing.
I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it. It's very disappointing, disheartening as a Major League Baseball fan, as a Cubs fan. Ricketts, you're a fucking idiot too. Your whole marquee network is fucking garbage, and the fact that you're trying, I can totally go on. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Marquee network is fucking stupid. I don't like it. It's fucking dumb. And the fact that Major League Baseball is trying to look at other sources of income with being like, oh yeah, we're gonna fucking we're gonna go to a younger audience by going to this platform, and you have to pay this and then have this paywall. No, doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Look what the NBA has done. Look what NFL has done. The NFL and the NBA do a great job of marketing their product because they make it readily available to the national public and people that can watch it in a place that they can just enjoy it from free perspective. You guys are fucking up a great thing. You are not the national pastime anymore. It's become the National Football League. You're messing all this up. It's disappointing, disheartening, and I'm done with it.
Well said.
I can't really can't add much to that. Yeah, I mean, what I've said a bunch of times, it just makes me sad to see baseball games canceled because I love baseball.
Yeah, we got new T-shirts.
So, we did get new T-shirts. I do, however, before we wrap up, I want to give a little recap of, Richie and I spent 2 days on the head coach and GM availability, and there was a lot that went on there. So I'll start real quick, Bruce, with the quarterbacks because they're, other than Aaron Rodgers, there was a lot that went on in the quarterback world. I've spent so much time talking about Aaron Rodgers the last 2 days. So there were a couple quarterbacks that hypothetically, were on the move. It's supposed to be a big offseason for veteran quarterbacks getting moved. Doesn't appear that's going to happen. Deshaun Watson is not going to be going to Miami. Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins GM yesterday closed the door on that. They said we're not entertaining a trade for Deshaun Watson. They're happy with Tua Tagovailoa as their starting quarterback. They watched the film. They really like what he's going to do. And honestly, Bruce, I think, Tua in a 49ers type spread zone.
Yeah, I agree with that. RPO very heavy.
That's
Very
more of
heavy.
the college type scheme that Tua will
He's used to
excel
it the
in.
whole time.
Yeah, so I think that will go well. In Seattle, there were a lot of teams, including Bruce's, that in the last year have wanted Russell Wilson. Pete Carroll was very adamant that as of right now, Russell Wilson.
Honestly, I don't mind. I don't mind them not having him. I would much rather that's very crazy. I know. I'm sorry. I interrupted your.
No, you're fine.
Like-
I know where you're going.
I would much rather have go with potential right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get
Grow it.
Justin Fields to be
Just grow it.
75% of Russell Wilson on a cheap deal, you
Just
can
grow it.
work with that.
Bears are rebuild right now. I'm gonna say I just said it. I just said it right now. Bears are closer to a rebuild, and from the all right. So sorry. So from everyone that I've talked to, all the beat guys that I heard things from today, they're very much closer to a rebuild than they are
Oh,
to
for sure.
actually winning anything. However, if Aaron Rodgers does not return to Green Bay,
Which won't happen.
fair. Then there could be a situation where they could be vying for the NFC North. That's the only way. It would be close. And that would be close. That's it.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. And with other quarterback in the NFC North, Kirk Cousins,
Right.
Vikings are not as high on him
No, not at all.
as a lot of people
Not at
think.
all. They can't get rid of him though.
They could.
The one place they could get rid of him to is Cleveland. And
Good point.
And Kevin Stefanski
was
Cleveland
quite
was not quite
as he should have been about
as he should have been about Baker Mayfield being their quarterback.
My boy though, hold on real quick.
So I don't know if Kirk Cousins for Baker Mayfield deal would ever happen.
Too much money.
But
Too much money.
Franchises are not particularly enthralled with their signal callers right now.
I think it's too much money.
I agree, but I thought it was an interesting.
And I think they're sitting there waiting to see what Aaron Rodgers does because I think the Vikings,
everybody's waiting on that front.
I think the NFC North, if he leaves, it's up in the air.
The one team that isn't waiting though, Washington Commanders.
Yes! Oh,
Great
no, I don't like it. I'd much rather them be the Washington football.
I was being sarcastic. Terrible name.
Fucking brutal.
Awful.
I'll say it. It's fucking terrible.
It's so bad. And a quarterbacks that the Washington Commanders are very much
My
big
guy,
fans of are the truth.
the truth shall set you free.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Truth, Bisky.
Trubisky
You're
was
right.
the backup in Buffalo last year behind Josh Allen.
Very much the professional. Very much they were saying they were totally lauding how awesome he was.
Yes.
As a professional and everything he did. Not much in a way of saying how he did as in practice, physically in the throws, but they didn't talk. They said that didn't talk anything negative about the Chicago Bears. Didn't say anything about the Chicago Bears. Just said his experiences were great there. Blah blah blah.
But Sean McDermott did call him a guy that you would want your daughter to marry. So that if you want a wholesome quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky is your guy. The Washington Commanders really like him.
I'm gonna.
a lot of things that are pretty much just he just needs a good situation and he'll thrive.
I'm gonna wear my jersey next week.
I would love that.
My
It'd be perfect.
Trubisky jersey. Should I
Yes.
rock that?
Yes.
So how about for the first half hour next week, I'll rock my Trubisky jersey, and then after that,
Go
I'll
for
put
it.
in I don't know. I don't have a Bulls jersey anymore. How fucked up is that? We didn't even talk about the Bulls at all.
Trash. I'm kidding.
Oh, stop.
Kidding. I'm kidding.
You know they're not
Kidding.
trash.
They're good. I like IO. That's what I'll say.
I like Damar. Damar is an MVP candidate.
No.
He's in the top 10.
Sure. Yeah, top 10. Yeah. Richie, that's what you're.
Oh, top 10, yeah. I wasn't listening.
Top 6?
Really. I just heard MVP DeRozan.
Top 6?
Yeah.
Top 5.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
will give him 5.
I want to give him 3 though.
No, I won't give him 3 either.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Let's see.
what
The
else
other biggest back
yeah.
situation
I told
that's
you.
been discussed
I totally
is
on that.
is the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, he's gone.
John Lynch was on
Jimmy G.
Good Morning America. First of all, he broke on Good Morning America that Jimmy Garoppolo had shoulder surgery. So there's that. And then proceeded to spend about 10 minutes talking about how amazing Trey Lance is. Later that day, he had availability with the media. Got first question: is Jimmy Garoppolo your starting quarterback in 2022? Could not have been. There's a clip on, I think, on Thursday's Twitter about this too. Could not have been more non-committal.
Hey, a producer actually worked. You hear that?
Yes.
You're welcome.
Richie got the clip for us.
Hey, whoa!
Whoa! Calm down over there, Mr. Big Guns. Okay, calm yourself. Anyway, John Lynch was very non-committal about Jimmy Garoppolo, and again, after saying
He's a Rolling Meadows Mustang. Do you blame him?
no, I don't.
But no, and genuinely, I actually do like Jimmy.
Yeah, and another guy, I think he could use a fresh start, kind of like Ryan Tannehill. I think very similar resurgence could occur there.
Agree.
Just not the place or the time.
Don't
in
like
San
Ryan
Francisco
Tannehill,
right now. Okay. Who asked, Bruce?
My bad.
Who asked, Bruce?
My bad. Whatever. In any case,
Anyway.
my wife just texted me. She's like, "Don't ruin your one shot."
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
So cute. But yeah, there's been, outside of the quarterbacks, really not much movement on any other position right now, which is fair because quarterback is the hardest position to get in the draft. Everything else, teams feel like they can make some moves. So it's interesting. Packers, who have not drafted a wide receiver in the first round since Javon Walker in 2002, have actually spoken the most to wide receivers. The Bears,
all right. How about this bet?
to offensive tackle.
Well, yeah, offensive line, 100%. I agree. They'll 100% target that right away.
Yeah, the
and
Packers are going to talk to wide receivers and then they'll draft it.
That's not news. That's not news at all. For the Bears, I'm saying, like they need to go after offensive linemen, and thankfully Poles is like he's doing the right thing, like the smart guy. Like he was a former offensive lineman, ended up hiring his assistant that's a former offensive lineman as well.
Right.
Like by all means, get some offensive linemen that are freaking mean, fucking badass guys that are gonna fucking
make it so easy for the Bears to run the football. Justin Fields have a clean pocket. That's how you start with.
Wow.
A clean
What?
quarterback.
Did we do? Please click that.
Why?
He's not even paying attention.
Why?
But that was like I don't know, like that was very nice. So like I don't know, that was like the cleanest, like nicest way for you to be like, you know what, give them a fucking chance.
Oh yeah. I mean, again, I will say again, I want Justin Fields to succeed because I want that rivalry to be there, and the easiest way to help a young quarterback succeed is make sure succeed, not succeed, not going anywhere. Easiest way for Justin Fields to do that good thing is to make sure that young fella protected in that pocket. You're just making me go crazy. But if you make Justin Fields run for his life, it's never gonna.
Well, yeah, you saw that. Did you you've seen like this past year that like he had the lowest amount of time available to him.
Dude, even if you make Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl against the Buccaneers run for his life.
Well, yeah, we saw that 2 years ago.
Yeah,
if you would have seen, could you imagine Aaron Rodgers behind the Chicago Bears offensive line?
He would get absolutely destroyed.
Bam, done.
Like he would be getting the ball out of his hand in under a second every.
You would have to
catch, throw.
He'd be like, snap.
Like 2 yards.
I don't even know if that's like a thing anymore. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
But dude,
Jake, Packers still going defense in round one.
ooh. Yeah,
It
he's
is
not
going
wrong.
to happen.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong
No.
because
They never go
As soon as
skill.
Rodgers-
They never go skill position. They never go offensive.
no, they don't.
Do we want to bet on this?
Maybe they go offensive line. Maybe.
Ooh. All right, you guys. Just so you guys know that, like, I was trying to bet with him earlier.
I don't. I'm not going to bet with
He doesn't want to bet with me.
I'm not going to bet with you.
I'll bet the Green Bay Packers do not go skill position offense in the first round.
Well, I wouldn't bet against that, so I don't.
I know. Well, okay, but like that. All right, that's fair. That's fair. So what
I agree.
oh,
I wanted to bet on the Chicago Bulls.
getting out of the first round of the playoffs.
I don't care. I don't think they will.
I bet.
Okay. I'm probably go bet it on FanDuel right now.
I already did.
Okay.
he
Proud of you.
won't bet it, guys. He won't bet it. He won't bet it.
But yeah, so we are gonna wrap up here. We're gonna go across the street.
9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock here. What
Yeah.
the fuck.
It is.
That's 8 o'clock.
No, it's 9. It's 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock here. Richie really does not understand how time differences. But we're gonna go. We're gonna go across the street to Lucas Oil.
I gotta change. Oh, wait, hey, real quick, guys, if you want, I don't even know if you can see it. New T-shirts are out because people actually enjoyed the last ones. It took 2 years. We got some new ones out. TDTs. They're down Thursdays with our initials right here. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. MJ, Coach Bruce, right here. Yeah, you're more than welcome to let us know if you want one. I'll send it out your way.
Yeah, shoot us a message if you want a T-shirt. Make sure to follow us on Twitter.
We
Instagram,
got
TikTok.
banners here.
We got flags.
MJ has one. MJ has one, but it's unfortunate. Wait, can you like? Oh, you're gonna pull it down. Yeah, go ahead. Why not? We got flags now. That was supposed to be in the background, but unfortunately, wow. This is great content. There you go. There you go. Got a little flag right there.
Oh yeah, I definitely needs a shirt. If one
Wow.
of MJ.
Yeah, you don't need my shit. It's worth too much, bro. I wouldn't give it to you anyways.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, we're gonna go do some more drill coverage if there's anything left for the rest of the night.
Yeah, we're gonna be out there.
Plenty more prospect interviews all day. We'll be covering all of the drills, all the 40-yard dash and everything tomorrow evening as well. So we'll probably be there the majority of the time for that. And then a little bit more on Saturday. So
I'm gonna jump live on Instagram and a little bit on Twitter too. So you guys are more than welcome to watch. And fuck you. You don't need to have an autograph anyways.
there we go. All right. It's been a pleasure watching, everybody. Thank you for the engagement. We love you all. And Bruce.
MJ.
Love you.
Love you too. Great job.
Thank you.
Richie. Fuck you.